Elizabeth was born on April 21, 1926, in a townhouse on Bruton Street in Mayfair, London. She was the first child of the Duke and Duchess of York, later known to the world as King George VI and the Queen Mother. Her early years were filled with love and family, especially her close bond with her younger sister, Princess Margaret. Known affectionately as Lilibet, she was thoughtful, observant, and calm, traits that would define her reign. Her life changed forever in 1936 when her uncle, King Edward VIII, abdicated the throne. Suddenly, her father was king, and she became heir to the crown. When World War II broke out, Elizabeth was just 13 years old. Like many British children, she was evacuated for safety, but she also stepped into public duty. In 1940, she delivered her first radio broadcast, speaking directly to children who had been separated from their families. Later in the war, she insisted on joining the Auxiliary Territorial Service, learning to drive and maintain military vehicles. She became the first female royal to serve in the armed forces, a gesture of solidarity that endeared her to the British public. In 1939, a teenage Elizabeth met Prince Philip of Greece and Denmark. He was a naval cadet, strong-willed, energetic, and charming. Their romance grew through letters exchanged during the war, and in 1947, they married at Westminster Abbey. Britain, still recovering from wartime hardship, rejoiced in the spectacle. Elizabeth and Philip's marriage would span more than 7 decades, one of deep partnership and mutual respect. "He has quite simply been my strength and stay all these years," she would later say. Tragedy struck in 1952, while Elizabeth and Philip were touring Kenya. Her beloved father, King George VI, had passed away. At just 25, Elizabeth was now queen. Her coronation, held on June 2, 1953, was a dazzling and solemn affair, and the first coronation to be broadcast on television. Over 20 million people watched as the young mother, now monarch, swore to serve her people with loyalty, integrity, and devotion. Queen Elizabeth reigned over a nation and a world in transformation. She saw the British Empire become the Commonwealth. She witnessed political shifts, economic turmoil, royal family challenges, and celebrated great national milestones. Through it all, she remained a symbol of continuity. She worked with 15 British prime ministers, beginning with Winston Churchill, and met every U.S. president since Harry Truman, except Lyndon Johnson. Her public image was dignified and composed. Behind palace doors, she was known for her humor, love of horses and corgis, and her deep sense of duty. To the world, she was the queen. But to her family, she was Mama and Granny. She raised 4 children, Charles, and Andrew, and Edward. Her grandchildren, including Princes William and Harry, often spoke of her warmth, wit, and guidance. And in her later years, she embraced a growing family of great-grandchildren, remaining a steady presence across generations. In 2022, Queen Elizabeth II became the first British monarch to celebrate a Platinum Jubilee, marking 70 years of service. Just a few months later, on September 8th, she passed away peacefully at Balmoral Castle at the age of 96. Around the world, millions mourned. But amid the sorrow, there was gratitude for a life lived with purpose and a legacy that will stand for centuries. Queen Elizabeth II was a bridge between eras, from the wireless age to the digital age, from empire to unity. She gave her life to service, and in return, she earned the enduring love of a nation and the world. A princess became a queen became a legend,